This is a video response to Anglo-Baptist. For all my regular subscriber people who don't know who he is, go subscribe right now. I've been watching his videos for a little while now, on and off, because I've been busy with other stuff, but one of the best voices on YouTube in any subject. I'm a big fan. Anyway, the question was asked, what pisses you off? What makes you passionate? And Trip, before I respond to your video, I just want to introduce myself, because I'm not entirely sure. I know we follow each other on Daily Booth, but I'm not sure that we know each other that well, so I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Andy, born and raised in Buffalo, New York. Went to school for 4 years to be a pastor. Was a youth and children's pastor for 2 years in Philadelphia. I'm now a young adult pastor in a tiny little coal mining town in the mountains of Pennsylvania. So there that is. And I am a church nerd. I love reading different ideas and thoughts and perspectives on theology and how church should be done, and on worship and liturgy, and how people work to follow Jesus, and just it is my passion. But to answer your question, what pisses me off? What do I get fired up about? What really makes me, get animated? And I would have to say the issue of fair trade, the issue that Jesus calls us to serve others, to serve the poor, serving the people who are the least of these, as Jesus would call them, and serving them through not just the blatant stuff that we can think of, like serving a soup kitchen, but buying fair and equitably traded goods, making sure that the products that we buy through every step of the manufacturing process have the integrity of the people involved has been protected. That when I buy coffee, I need to make sure the people who grew the beans are people who were paid a fair wage, that they'll be able to live off that wage, and that everybody in the process is being honored and respected. Now that doesn't just go for coffee, it goes for tea, for fruit. I've been doing some research in conflict metals in electronic gadgets, because I'm a gadget person. I like having an iPod Touch, and I like having a laptop and a video camera, and maybe, if my wife lets me, an e-reader at some point in my life. But I need to start thinking about how conflict metals affect the bigger questions of seeking justice, encouraging the oppressed, all of these things that Scripture talks about. You see stuff all the time. You buy products that are conflict metal free, because that will stop rape and violence in the Congo. But I've also read other studies that say if the world today stopped buying conflict metals from these group of thugs in the Congo who are causing all these problems, the amount of rape and violence and pillaging would go up, because their economy would absolutely disintegrate and people would be left in the lurch. So just trying to figure out matters of justice, matters of how can we serve Jesus in such a way that that's bigger than American nationalism, and it's bigger than showing up on a Sunday morning and that being it, and bigger than the American evangelical church. What does it, honest to goodness, mean to follow Jesus, as scary as that might sound? So that's what I'm passionate about. That's my heart. And my camera's going into demo mode. Awesome. Alright, yeah, so it's really great to finally make a video to you. I just watched your video where you gave a sermon recap on your thoughts from the Ground Zero mosque, not even a mosque, the Ground Zero Community Center proposal, and I thought it was nothing shy of brilliant, and you've inspired me. So there that is. Have a great day. Talk to you later.